Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Texas A&M's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Snagged in the middle. It's Watson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide open downfield. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he got loose, it was all over. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Parker. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The LSU Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Great move there. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that...
And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Dropping back, it's Wegman. A strike downfield. Off he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Bulls his way forward. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man, it's Daniels. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Coming after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Nice move to keep running. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time, it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Muhammad. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Makes the quick grab.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Unloads to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Muhammad. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And here comes the offense on second down. On the ground, it's Moss. Tackled after picking up the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Moss.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance.
Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Smith takes the handoff. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Aggies are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down, move it.
Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. With the catch, it's Anderson. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Makes the grab. It's Daniels. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The play-action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. Just steamrolling his way through. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They want to just keep throwing it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
With the catch, it's Durham. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him.
All kinds of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this driver.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Wegman. Works the middle of the field. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to...
Oh, look out! He's at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Complete and looking for enough. Howdy. That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. So LSU's have a great opportunity to put up some points thanks to that great return. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Fires to the middle. He's got it, they convert. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offense's day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watson. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are... understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Caught near the sticks. It's Muhammad. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just steamrolling the defense. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team. You want to be imposing.
He's off to the races. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those.
Going backwards, you have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're going to run it. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move.
Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And the last time they had the ball, giving up the safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Bob.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen.
And the ball is picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. It's a draw. Thrust that arm out. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Ball in the air, intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild 1st quarter. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game, to play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to the air one more time. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He's going to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. LSU now operating in the red zone. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just plowing ahead. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Texas A&M going up tempo.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Muhammad. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The lone back's got it. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. A bit of